Welcome to Big Faces Worldwide, where we talking nothing but this boxing, man. Hey, what's good, fam? Hey, listen, man, first off, I want to welcome everybody to the channel. And like I always say, fam, if you're new here, I need you to be here. So think about hitting that subscribe button as we stay knee deep into this boxing conversation now. Now, earlier I did a video, man, about Adrien Broner, man. I did it in the ride. I was riding, I was grooving, I was into it. And it had no sound. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking and talking and talking. I get home, I get some comments, man. Shout out to my homie Stay Ready, man. He hit me up saying, I can't hear you, bro. I can't hear you. So I got to redo the video, man. Gary Russell Jr. has called out Adrien the Problem Broner. Now, we all know Gary Russell has been champion, WBC champion at 126 for a little over 5 years now, since 2015, and he has not been able to attain a meaningful fight, a unification fight, a fight where he brings home, he got to drag a bag over his shoulder. You know what I'm saying? He has not got that fight. And credit to him, he's been trying. He's been calling out everybody. Leo Santa Cruz has been his main victim. He has been bullying Leo Santa Cruz. He rolled up on his dad, put his arm around him and told him to come here. You understand what I'm saying? He thinking that will bring Leo Santa Cruz out of hiding. But that did not do it, man. Leo Santa Cruz does not want any part of Mr. Gary Russell Jr., man. So Gary Russell Jr. decided that he was going to bypass 130 and jump all the way up to 135, man. You know, he was calling out Tevin Farmer before Tevin Farmer actually lost to Jojo Diaz. He was going to make a pit stop, if you will, at 130, but that did not happen. So he said he was going to jump up to 135, man, and jump right into the lion's den. He wanted all the smoke, man. You know what I mean? He did a video that you seen at the top of this video where he's working out. He's looking good. He's ripped to shreds, and he's ready to go. Adrien Broner was the topic of discussion, man. He was on a live, Instagram live, and somebody said, why don't you jump up to 147? He said, man, it's looking like I'm going to have to. Matter of fact, ain't Adrien Broner at 140? He know what's up. He know about me. Come get some of this smoke. So I'm paraphrasing here, but you know what I'm saying? It was something similar to that, man. You understand what I'm saying? That's a call out. You understand me? That's a call out. Adrien Broner has been beefing with Regis Prograis the last couple days. This ain't the first time that Prograis and Broner had words. They had words, you know, a couple months ago, right before Prograis fought Josh Taylor. You know, Instagram live again, man. It's always some social media that seems to bring the heat these days, man. Social media, a lot of people love it, a lot of people hate it. You understand what I'm saying? But it is a way to communicate. You find out a lot about people's character when the social media thing came, man. I got people who I knew for years and years and years and did not know who they truly was until social media came and they start to, you know, putting out phrases and putting out tweets and posting on Facebook. And you know what I'm saying? You like, damn, I never knew you felt like that. I never knew that that was your personality. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, man, is Gary Russell just capping? Is he just feeling good in the gym and decided to call out Adrien Broner? Or do you think that he is really willing to jump up to 140? He even said a catch weight, you know what I mean, to fight an Adrien Broner. Now, we all know Adrien Broner has not turned out to be the guy that we thought he was. But Adrien Broner can fight, man. You know what I mean? Adrien Broner can throw them hands when he wants to throw them hands. And I think if he was in a matchup against little Gary Russell, I think he would show Gary Russell no respect. I think he would walk Gary Russell down and, you know, not threatened by his power whatsoever and stop Gary Russell Jr. But we all know Gary Russell is tough with a lot of heart, and, you know, he means what he say. You know what I'm saying? You know how you got those little guys, man, who got that little guy syndrome. You know what I mean? Who think everybody's picking on him because he's a little guy. So he want to prove that he's a rough guy, that he's a tough guy. I'm not saying that Gary Russell is this guy, But I'm just saying, I know a lot of little short dudes, man, little small guys who, you know, want to prove something, man. Like when I was coming up, man, growing up, there's a friend of mine. His name is Melvin, man, little Mel. Now, Mel's what, about 5'5", 5'6", maybe. You understand what I'm saying? But Mel had a one-hitter quitter, man, and he had the heart of a lion. You know what I'm saying? Nuts big as watermelons. He would fight anybody. I mean, dude, 6'2", 6'3", he would stop him, drop him. You understand what I'm saying? He showed no fear. I say that to say that just because you're a little dude, man, doesn't mean that you know what I'm saying, you cannot get the job done. But I'm saying it takes a special little dude to do that. You know what I'm saying? You know the saying, a good big guy always beats a good small guy. You know what I mean? But every now and then you got that little guy who comes up in weight and who does the unthinkable. You know what I'm saying? You think about Adrien, who started at lightweight, went all the way up to middleweight, the things that he accomplished. Even Adrien Broner, who we were talking about. Adrien Broner, he went from 135 straight to 147, bypassing 140 to defeat Paulie Malignaggi for the welterweight title. You understand what I'm saying? There's guys who have done this. You see Canelo going up and down the weight classes like it ain't nothing. But what I'm saying, it takes that special type of fighter to be able to do this. Is Mr. Gary Russell that special type of fighter that can do this? Can he give Adrien the problem Broner some problems at 140? Can Adrien Broner even make 140? You know he's a rapper now, right? You know he's a rapper, man. What's his album called? Adjusting the Fame. Now you would think after all these years making all these bags that Adrien Broner would be adjusted already. But as you see him in the news, man, over the years, you know, filling on girls that he don't know, man, you know, knocking dudes out, you know what I'm saying, for just him being drunk out in Las Vegas on the strip, you know what I'm saying, just beating dudes' ass at the bowling alley. So you see, he has not been able to adjust the fame. He has not been able to separate himself from the hood where he once loved, that he still loved, that he grew up in. You know what I mean? There's that part of him that, you know, still wants to go back. What's the old saying? You could take a nigga out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the nigga. I usually don't use that term, nigga, man, but I was just trying to prove a point. You know what I mean? Gary Russell Jr. is from Washington, D.C. Adrien Broner is from Cincinnati. They have seen a lot of each other through the years. Adrien Broner has worked with Barry Hunter. Gary Russell Jr. has been around Barry Hunter. They're from the same area. So Adrien Broner, Gary Russell Jr., believe me, they have seen a lot of each other, and they know, and Adrien Broner knows Gary Russell's work ethic. You know, he's always in shape. He always comes to fight, and he shows no fear. Now, on the flip side of that, Adrien the Problem Broner, he always seemed to have some problems outside the ring. Adrien Broner is like that boy from life. He just can't get right. But I think in a matchup against Gary Russell Jr., I think Adrien Broner would dominate Gary Russell. I think he would stop Gary Russell Jr. I think it would be like Lomachenko and Rigondeaux type of thing. When Rigondeaux just begged for the fight. He wanted a fight so bad he had to jump up 2 weight classes and get destroyed. You know what I mean? Quit on his stool. You know. But Gary Russell is serious. He's tough, and I believe him when he say that. You know, he'll do a catch weight with Adrien Broner. But Gary Russell is also at that age in his early 30s where, you know, a fighter hasn't had that signature fight, hasn't had that big mega bag come in, you know what I'm saying, and hasn't had that legacy defining career where he's got to push the panic button. He got to make a move, man. You know what I'm saying? Because as you get into your 33, 34, you start to decline. Your body does not do what your brain think it want to do. You know what I'm saying? You think you could do everything. You know what I'm saying? But when you go to do it, your body fails you. And I ain't telling you no shit that I don't know. I'm telling you some shit that I know. You understand me? Your body ain't the same as you get older. You know what I'm saying? And Gary Russell and all these guys who are in their early 30s, man, over there at the PBC, mainly, you know, who has not had that legacy defining fight, has not had that fight where they bring home the big bag, man. The clock is ticking. It's time to press the panic button. You understand what I'm saying? You in your early 30s, man, the window is closing. You know, if you all about, you know, making a great legacy for yourself, if you're all about getting the most profit out of this sport, you got to go. It's time to go. Push the panic button. It's time to go. And I understand what Gary Russell is trying to do, man. That's why he's willing to jump from 126 to 135. You know, he's mentioning the names of Gervonta Davis, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson. He's bringing up these names because he knows that those are the fights that will define his career. Those are also the fights that will bring him the bag. Yes, I do believe Gary Russell Jr. is serious. Even though, you know, I don't think he will win that fight, but I do think he will be up for the challenge. He got to, man. He's you know what I mean? The time is ticking. The clock is rolling. You know what I'm saying? Those guys at 126, he can't get up for them. You know what I mean? He can't get up for them. And the champions in that weight class don't want to fight him for whatever reason. Gary Russell Jr. is the real deal, man. He is, you know, a guy who got all the tools needed to, you know, to be great. Can he be great against Adrien Broner, a bigger guy? You know what I'm saying? Athletic guy. You know, I don't know, man. I don't think so. But you never know. Like, you know, I would definitely lean towards Adrien Broner, but that don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. We will have to see the fight. You know what I'm saying? They will have to fight the fight. I've been wrong before. You know what I mean? But we'll see. Can Gary Russell Jr. Defeat Adrien Broner? Is he serious about jumping up to 140 and do that catch weight with AB? I don't know, man. Or Regis Prograis, is he going to get his hands on AB first? AB said he won 10 milli. You know what I'm saying? He won 10 milli, or he going to be a rapper. You know what I mean? Adjusting to fame. But listen, man, that's all I got. I appreciate everybody tuning in. If you're on social media, Instagram, Twitter, check your boy out at Big Faces Worldwide, all one word. And again, I apologize about the video earlier. I just found out it ain't have no sound when I went on my studio page, man. And, you know, people are watching it and they wondering what the hell is going on. But listen, that's it, man. In the meantime, in between time, stay blessed and keep on supporting this sport that we love called boxing. Peace. I holla back.